What is the 27th thing that I would do differently if I were going to college today? I would use my college's resources for budding entrepreneurs. Hi, my name is Passion Darby, and this month I am sharing with you 31 things that I would do differently if I were going to college today. 31 years ago, almost to date, I was an 18-year-old young woman, and I decided that I was going to college no matter what. And I did go to college that fall. It was fall of 1993. So here I am, 31 years later, and I have amassed a vast amount of wisdom, knowledge, and experience that I am going to be sharing with college going students today through this channel. So, what is the 27th thing that I would do differently if I were going to college? I would definitely use my college's resources for budding entrepreneurs. So, if you are already in college, you probably know that colleges and universities provide a ton of resources that many students do not even know about when it comes to starting a business or even maintaining your business. And as I've shared in this series, that is one of my deepest regrets about my college life is that I did not start my business when I first started college, and I did not use the resources that my college provided for me to develop my entrepreneurial pursuits. So I also share that I attended Clark Atlanta University in Atlanta, Georgia, who really has a positive reputation for its business program, both at the undergraduate and graduate levels. But I did not take advantage of those programs because I did not know about those programs until it was way too late. But some of the programs that they offered budding entrepreneurs include, like I said, they had an academic major. So they offered a Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration. They also offered a concentration in finance and I think entrepreneurship and also international entrepreneurship. They also offered graduate programs. So actually, if I really, really wanted to, I could have stayed at Clark Atlanta University after graduating with my bachelor's in mass media arts, which was my major, and I could have earned an MBA there. But I think around that time, I was still trying to figure things out, and I did not take advantage of the opportunity. They also offered faculty who were actually entrepreneurs. So a lot of times business programs get a bad reputation because people feel like there are faculty who are teaching students, college students, business, but they don't have their own business. They don't understand the ups and downs or the ebb and flow of operating a real business. But Clark Atlanta University did not have that problem as far as I could see. The faculty that taught at Clark, they actually had their own businesses. Clark also offered a Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurial Development. They offered a business launch competition as well as a business plan competition. They offered scholarships and fellowships, and they offered a newsletter. They offered an innovation lab. And today they have, of course, I'm not a student there anymore, but now they offer students a makerspace, an advisory board. They offer luncheons. I do remember the luncheons. And they also offer workshops and student organizations. So let's go back to why I did not take advantage of these opportunities at Clark Atlanta University. Like I said earlier, I didn't know about these opportunities. I didn't even know they existed. If you listen to the earlier videos in this series, you will know that I transferred into Clark Atlanta University from Alabama State University, who I think they also have a strong business program, but I transferred into Clark Atlanta University. And when I arrived at Clark Atlanta University, I had to hit the ground running with my own major. So I really did not even learn about those programs and the opportunities, the business opportunities or the entrepreneurial opportunities until it was really too late for me to get deeply engaged. And so I didn't even know they existed, or else I would have certainly pivoted. I also did not take advantage of them because those that I did know about, such as the faculty and the student organizations, I honestly didn't feel comfortable at the time to ask for access to those resources because I was a mass media arts student, not a business student. So I was under the impression, which is a false impression, so please don't make this mistake. But I thought that since I was a mass media arts student, I had to stick with the resources that were available to mass media arts students, which were really great. We had excellent resources as well. And that's actually the reason why I transferred to Clark Atlanta because of their mass media arts resources. So we had great resources, but the business department had resources too. And I felt like I couldn't take advantage of those resources because I did not belong to that program. I later found out that that is not the case. So please do not make that mistake. I also arrived at Clark Atlanta University too late from my perspective. And now that I'm looking back on it, I could have done a Whitley Gilbert. And if you don't know who Whitley Gilbert is, please Google her. And I could have just stayed an extra year. It's not like I had something else to do after graduation because I didn't. But I could have just stayed an extra year and actually taken advantage of that program and double majored. But again, I didn't even know that was an option, which is why I'm trying to teach my audience now about these options so that you won't make those same mistakes. But at the time, I felt like I arrived too late. I felt like I had 2 years to get my own major done, and I had to just do that. But that is not the case. And then lastly, like I just said, I needed to focus on my own major. My own major was really vibrant and robust, and it was a lot of fun, and it was always something to do. So the truth is, I really did not have time to focus in on the opportunities, the entrepreneurial or entrepreneurship course, offerings, including their course offerings at Clark Atlanta University because my own major kept me so engaged. But again, there were ways I could have manipulated that or navigated that. I just didn't know. So, how can you learn from my mistake? Let me give you some ways that you can know about these so that you can know about these resources and not wait too late to do them or think you can't do them or not know that they are available for you to do. So, in honor of this being the 27th video in this series, we are almost done. I have 27 resources that many colleges and universities offer to budding entrepreneurs. Now, as you listen to this list, I'm asking you to please take notes or just make a checklist for yourself because if you do have entrepreneurial goals or desires or ambitions or visions for yourself, you need to select a college that will support you in those ambitions, in that vision, in those goals, in those pursuits. So remember, when you are going to college, you are the customer and you are paying tuition. Just like if you were going to Walmart or Target and you were paying for something, you would expect to get exactly what you paid for. It's the same thing in college. If you're paying tuition, you need to leverage that college campus to until every single penny of your tuition has been utilized. And this is another way for you to do so through their entrepreneurial offerings to their students. So let's go through them. Again, I have 27 of them in honor of this being the 27th video in this series. We have 28, 29, 30, 31, 4 more videos to go in this series. Number one, student organizations. So a lot of times there are a plethora of student organizations that are entrepreneurial based on college campuses. Look on their website, on your colleges or your prospective college's website, and see what student organizations they offer for budding entrepreneurs. Number two, incubators or for launch startups. From what I understand, an incubator is a place where students who are interested in starting their own businesses can come and get support or hear workshops or hear or get consulting, or which we'll talk about shortly, or just get the support that they need, or even rent office space. I've seen some where students can rent a space where they can actually conduct their business, and it is for free. Okay, no, well, I shouldn't say for free, but it is included in your tuition costs. So look to see if your university has an incubator. I know the university that I just graduated from, University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign, they have an exceptional incubator that I really like. Number three, hackathons. So sometimes these colleges and universities will offer entrepreneurial hackathons, which can involve technology. So you want to look to see if your college offers that. It gives you a chance to network with other entrepreneurs and to learn what their ideas are and what they're trying to do, and to kind of like bounce your ideas off of each other and do so with a deadline, and kind of gamify um, the entrepreneurial pursuit that you might have. Number four, technology centers. So, like I was talking about, my most recent university, University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign, they have a technology entrepreneurial center. And they are not paying me to say this. Let me just say that before I go forward. Nobody is paying me. No university, no college, not even the ones that I have graduated from, is paying me to market their programs. I'm doing that because I believe in these programs, and I think that they can be helpful to you, especially students who look like me. And that we too often, students who look like me, including me, we do not know that these opportunities exist. So we go to college and we do the basics, like go to class. No, there's so much more that you should do. You can do and should do while you are in college, not just go to class. So I want you to know, nobody's paying me to say their name, um, or say the name of their college or their university. I'm just pointing out the resources that I have learned about in my own education and in my travels. I have traveled to and toured more than 100 colleges and universities on six continents. So I have seen a lot of resources. Okay. So that's all I'm sharing with you. The best ones that I've seen, or the ones that come to my mind when I'm talking. So look to see if your own college has a technology center or a technology entrepreneurial center. Number five, challenges. So they may have like a business plan challenge, or write your business plan in 10 days challenge, things like that. So those can be a lot of fun, and those can be offered at colleges and university. Number six, business plan contest. That's kind of self-explanatory, but it would be amazing if you can write your business plan while you are still in college, when you have the time, when you don't have a job that you have to be at 9 to 5. So if you see a business plan contest happening at your campus, take advantage of it. And if you're interested in participating in one, look to see if your school offers it, your prospective college offers, or your current college offers it. Number seven, faculty who are actually entrepreneurs. I talked about this a little earlier. So, faculty who are actually entrepreneurs, the way that you can find out if they're actually entrepreneurs is go on the website and click on, if they have the option, click on the tab that says faculty. Click on some of the faculty's profiles. And if they don't have the profile available, Google them and see what they have going on in the entrepreneurial space. If they're not actual entrepreneurs, I advise you to find a college that offers that has faculty who are actual entrepreneurs. Number eight, workshops and trainings. That's self-explanatory. Number nine, venture capital programs and other funding opportunities. So there are some actual colleges and universities that offer venture capital opportunities for student entrepreneurs. Think about that. Number 10, think tanks. Speaking of thinking, there are some think tanks that colleges and universities offers. That's a chance for you to just get together with some people who think like you, have the same pursuits as you, and want to be entrepreneurs like you, and to share your ideas and come up with some projects or some innovations that will help yourselves and other people. Number 11, a maker lab. So I've actually gone to the Maker Lab at my university, my previous university, University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. I loved it. A Maker Lab is a lab where you can go and do 3D printing and other cool digital printing things. See if your college offers one. Number 12, consulting services for startups. That's pretty self-explanatory, but please know that that is very important. And if since it is free, you should, okay, let me stop saying free. Since it is included in your tuition costs, you need to use it. Number 13, entrepreneurial fairs. So they may have a fair where different businesses come out, and maybe it's like an internship fair or something like that. And businesses come out and talk to students about what they offer and how they can help budding entrepreneurs. Number 14, scholarships and fellowships. Number 15, internships. So they may offer you to have internships, the opportunity to participate or apply for an internship with a business company or a finance company or something like that. Number 16, entrepreneurial based events such as like guest speakers or breakfasts or luncheons. I've seen that a lot, even at Clark Atlanta University. Number 17, intellectual property clinics. I've only seen this thus far at University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign, but it's very important. Trust me when I say, like, even now, one of the reasons I was hesitant to launch my own company because I needed to trademark my company's name, and I had to first understand that process, which took me quite some time, but I've done it, thank goodness. So I've launched. But imagine if you had a clinic where you can go and get that type of support and camaraderie and advice for free. Newsletters. So you can sign up for a newsletter through your college email and find out what's going on at the different entrepreneurial centers on campus and to stay abreast so that you can participate. Number 19, living learning communities. I used to actually manage these. I love living learning communities. Living learning communities is little, well, not, I shouldn't say little, but spaces within residence halls where certain that are theme based. So let's say you are a person who's an international student. They may have an international student living learning community where the international students live together and are able to connect with one another because they have their international student status in common. It's the same thing for living learning communities that are theme based for entrepreneurs. So look for that to see if there are programs or living learning communities at your college where you can live amongst other entrepreneurs. One of the best ones I've seen is actually at Northern Illinois University. And again, NIU, Northern Illinois University, is not paying me to say this, but I'm just saying because I used to work there and I used to design door decorations for that living learning community. So I know that's a good living learning community. Number 20, study abroad program. So one of the program, this is also Northern Illinois University. I learned about this at Northern Illinois University, and they offer us a program called IBS, International Business Seminar, and they go all over the world. And they offer these 2 to 3 week trips, sometimes 10-day trips for budding entrepreneurs, college students who are budding entrepreneurs, and you get to go out of the country and um, visit with different countries around the world. So you can participate in that study abroad program or other study abroad programs that are entrepreneurial based or have an entrepreneurship theme. Number 21, international entrepreneurial programs such as Entrepreneurs Without Borders. Many colleges and universities partner with this program. So the best thing for you to do is to Google it, Entrepreneurs Without Borders, and see who their affiliates are. And then if your prospective college, if you're interested in that program and your prospective college is not on that list, See if you can affiliate yourself with a college that is on that list, or you may want to choose a different college. Remember, you are the customer. 22, academic majors, of course. So you can do what I wish I would have done, which is major in business or entrepreneurship. Now there are academic offerings in simply entrepreneurship. I did not know these things. So until it was too late, so I did not major in it. But of course, now I know you don't need to major in business in order to start a business or to be a successful entrepreneur, but still it would have helped. So since you have the opportunity now, you might want to major in business. Number 23, you can also minor in business or business related discipline. Number 24, you can earn a certificate in business or a business related discipline. Number 25, and this is, I learned about these opportunities, to be honest with you, at University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign. I kind of feel like I'm like marketing for them, but really and truly I'm not. I'm just telling the truth. They have great programs. But I want you to know that if University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign offers these programs, then that means many colleges and universities in our country offer these programs. I'm just most familiar with University of Illinois because that's my most recent graduate school. But I learned about number 25 there, which is AI, artificial intelligence labs. They have great artificial intelligence labs, probably one of my favorite places to hang out. Number 26, VR Lab, which is a virtual reality lab. They also offer these labs for budding entrepreneurs who may want to start companies in that they use virtual reality, or may want to create products that use virtual reality, or may want to just use virtual reality in their products or services. And then finally, number 27 is AR labs, which is augmented reality labs. So the same thing, if that is something that you feel will benefit your business or your clients or your customers, then you can explore those labs and those opportunities and those offerings or those types of technologies while you are still enrolled in college. So that is 27, you all. I'm looking at my notes, making sure I've covered them all. 27 opportunities for you to leverage the college campus to build your own business, which I honestly think everybody should be doing in addition to whatever it is they choose to study. I feel that we should all be seeking self ownership through entrepreneurship, no matter what else we study, because we're not one dimensional. We have many talents, we have many skills, we're capable of many things. So if you choose to go to college and you go to college and you major in, let's say, engineering, then there's nothing wrong with you also double majoring or minoring or earning a certificate or even going to graduate school for business, or just utilizing the entrepreneurial provisions or offerings or affordances on your campus to build your business while you study. There's nothing wrong with that. So please consider doing that. I promise you, you won't regret it. And I thank you so much for listening. And please go to college.